And bless his family. It's kickoff time. It's kickoff time. Remember, the way that you start out your day is what paves the way. Thank you for tuning in once again to your Food for Thought program, which goes Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Facebook Live. And then in turn, I come on here and I do another video as well. So if you like to join me when I go live as well on Facebook, again, my name is Amari. It's A-M-A-R-E, A-M-A-R-I. And it would be great if you would join me again Monday through Friday, 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to talk about love today, family. That's right. We're going to talk about love. I am a happily married man, so I believe that I qualify for me to be able to talk about love on today. Of course, a relationship is a very broad subject in order for me to cover. Happy rising to my queen, Amari. That is my wife. She is the one that just said that to me. She just said happy rising. You guys will see her down in the comment box there. You know, and I am a happily married man. You know, so I believe marriage is a wonderful thing. It's just simply all about the person that you're marrying. The character of the person that you're marrying. Unfortunately, some people think that the outward things is going to keep them married. There is some truth to that to a certain degree. Okay, it's true that a person does need money to be able to successfully run a household as it pertains to things such as bills being paid. I don't believe that a woman is a gold digger simply because she wants a man that has something. A lot of times some brothers get upset because they know they don't have nothing. They're not trying to do nothing and know they're not up to nothing. So guess what? He should get nothing from you. All right. Don't never give your best to a man that won't invest. OK, I'm going to say it again. Don't never give your best to a man that won't invest. OK. Because that means he's not serious. Okay. That's the reason why I believe in celibacy. I believe celibacy is a very powerful thing because first and foremost, what it does is it'll show you whether or not somebody is serious about you. First and foremost, a player does exactly that. They play games. You know, so for you men out there, I just want to say this to you. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. All right. You should not be playing with a woman's heart. OK, if you know that that woman is not the one for you, then you should not be telling her that you love her just so you can have sex with her. That is, you know, a wimp's move. That is not a warrior king's move, because a warrior king protects the heart of his queen. My queen is the queen of my heart. And it's my job, you know, to protect my wife's heart as well. Not just our home, not just our finances, but it's also my job to guard my wife's heart, to make sure that I do my best from intentionally breaking my wife's heart. So first of all, you want a man that's going to guard your heart. Okay, not just your body. He's going to guard your heart as well. Okay, and some players, what they will do is they'll still have sex with somebody on the side. And I'm telling you right now, you know what I'm saying? A brother that's playing games is not going to stick around until you pull your panties down, until marriage. Okay. I also want to encourage you to not to be so much of a bully when it comes to marrying you. Sisters, we need you to do that. Okay. You have to give us an opportunity to be able to get to know you before we pursue something more with you. Okay. That shows right there, sister, that first and foremost, that you're not mature enough yet to go into a relationship. I'm just telling you this in love, because if you're so adamant about being so rash to do something that's going to affect your life in a major way, you know, then why would that brother want to elope, you know, with somebody who is so rash in their decision making? You know, no, you need to think things over. You need to contemplate, you know, You need to be philosophical, if you will, about that type of decision. Okay? So give the brother an opportunity to get to know you. Okay? Because your looks and your good cooking is not enough for you to remain married. It may attract a man, but that's not enough to keep a man. It takes more than that, and I'm talking because I'm happily married. My wife is very attractive. To me, she is all that in a bag of chips with some dip and a soda. Okay? When I seen my wife, I was like, oh my goodness, who's that? But I'm not in a marriage with my wife all because of the way she looks. I'm with my wife because she has character. Character is what's going to give the marriage some stamina in a relationship. And it's going to take more than money because, a man can buy you anything, but it'll never compensate for the way he makes you feel. So don't you compromise all because he dressed well, he drives something nice, he dresses nice. Well, all those things are nice, but those things won't keep you married. Again, his character, meaning his mentality. He has to have a mature mentality, inclusive, and there's nothing wrong with having all those other bells and whistles. Okay? So I'm not telling you there's anything wrong with desiring that. What I'm telling you is don't be so shallow in your thinking. I have to keep it real with you because that's the only thing that's going to help you to refrain from marrying somebody, quickly, and it's going to end quickly. Okay? So don't let a moment worth of pleasure cause you to have a lifetime worth of pain. You need to discipline yourself too, sisters. I understand you have a child, you have children, and it's been a while. But don't allow loneliness and don't allow lust to put you in a situation where you're regretting. Because I understand that a man can wear protection, but what's the possibility of that protection lasting? Okay, because I'm telling you from being a former single man that I had sex before the condom came off. I'm just telling you. I've had sex before and my condoms were up to date and that condom broke. So now you're going to end up being impregnated by a man that you barely know, all because you won't discipline yourself, all because you're lonely. You need to value yourself. Stop listening to them thoughts of, well, no man is ever going to want me because I have a child or because I have children. That's a lie. My Uncle Ronnie's been married to my Auntie Queen for almost 40 years. And my Auntie Queen had children when he met him. When she met him. Okay? And they've been married for almost 40 years. Okay? So don't believe that lie. There's somebody for everybody out there. And listen, also, don't try to make a person fit where they don't belong. If they haven't been tailor-made in heaven to suit your life, then don't try to make them fit in your life. That's something that you never want to do because, it's like a bolt, when you try to put a nut on it, a screw on it, right? You end up stripping it. In other words, you end up damaging it because it doesn't belong there. And that's what happens when you try to make someone fit in your life that doesn't belong there. Also, you got to check your selection. Some of you, I'm just telling you the truth, is your brother. Some of you choose some very disqualified men and they're not qualified and you're upset. You're talking to drug dealers and gangsters. You're not on, you're putting yourself in danger. Not only that, your child and your children. Over money. You love money that much? You're that lonely? You're that desperate? Sister, you got to check yourself for not only you wreck yourself, but you wreck your child or your children's life because all these strange men going in and outside of your house too as well. Don't bring no strange man around your child or your children. Don't bring no man around your children till you know that you and him are the one. Don't just tell him I have children. Don't introduce him to your child or your children because now your children are going to be affected by that because, what you're doing is you're exposing them, to men And the only thing they're going to, I'm just telling you the truth, it's sad to say, is they're going to think that their mother's a whore. And you don't want them to think that. You don't want to set that example for your daughter or your son, or your daughter and son, in some cases. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, you know, also, I don't believe you can't find a man at a club or, you know, or a woman. I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody goes to a club doesn't mean that they're not mature. It's all about what type of club you're going to as well. You know what I'm saying? You need to go to a mature club, you know what I'm saying, for the grown and the sexy. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with checking his status. You need to also make sure that this man has, you know, a solid, you know, structure. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is life structure. You know, he has the right mindset, the right view about what a woman's role is. You know what I'm saying? Take your time. You know, serve yourself up before you give yourself away sexually like that. Forget that. It's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm telling you, when I dated, it was so sad that some women, I had to tell them to slow down. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Guess what? There's some women out there that's raunchy too. Just like there's some men out there. So you got to get out this man bashing thing, all because you dealt with these clowns in your life and they're living life like it's a circus. There is some good men out here. All of us, you know what I'm saying, are not up to no good. Okay? You need to understand that. You know what I'm saying? I'm faithful to my wife. Okay? I'm faithful to my wife. Trust me, there's women that come at me when my wife is not around me. You know what I'm saying? But I love my wife more than sex. Uh-oh. Hard for you to believe that, huh, sister? Yeah, I said it. I love my wife more than I love sex. Those hips, those lips, and those fingertips are now going to make me slip. Okay? Slow it down. Take your time. Waltz it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be trying to force a brother into, if you like it, put a ring on it. Man, forget that. You know what I'm saying? The time will come. Let the brother get an opportunity to get to know you first. You know what I'm saying? Who want to be married to somebody like that one song says, there's a stranger in my house? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, hey, come on now. Come on now. No. Slow it down. Slow it down. You're moving too fast. Some of you are by yourself because you move too quickly, you know, to try to get a brother to commit to you. And I'm telling you, because I've been there. It was some nice women, but because of them, they're trying to pressure me, I left them alone. Because that's a very critical decision. That is a life-changing decision. That decision will affect your finances, affect you mentally. And in some cases, some brothers end up with the wrong woman. It even cost them their job because she crazy. That woman done lost her Fruity Pebbles and she cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm just saying. Hey, I thank you for tuning in to this program. And also, I want to tell you right now, too, that I used to be honest with women. I tell them straight up. I'm like, look, if you're the one for me, I commit to you. But if we end up being intimate with each other and you're not the one for me, don't be trying to pull this, you know, oh, I played you type thing. No, you listen, you the one pulled your panties down. I never lied to you. You know, and when did we have this conversation about me being your man? Some of you do that. Some of you expect because you have sex with somebody, now all of a sudden they're supposed to be your man now. Did you make that known, that I feel like if I have sex with you, then I feel like you're my man? Huh? And brothers, you need to ask that question. What's your sex rule? If we have sex, what's your sex rule? Do you feel like I'm your man if we have sex? Because if you feel like that, we don't need to have sex until I know I'm the one for you. You need to keep it real with that woman, excuse me. All right, you need to keep it real with that woman, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be playing these games, bruh. You know what I mean? You know, don't break a woman's heart like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you need to get, you know, a grip on your life, man. You walking around like you the man, you beating your chest like you King Kong, brother. You know what I'm saying? But you running away from commitment. All right? You know what I'm saying? A real man stands up and commits. You need to understand that. A real man help to pay bills. You understand? You know, you're not just a real man because you lay the pipe down and you can make her scream and everybody in the neighborhood can hear it. You know what I'm saying? Your neighbors know your name. Come on, King. Come on, that's shallow right there, B. That's some little boy stuff, man. It's time to get on some grown man business, and it's time for you to handle your business You know what I'm saying? And you need to commit to that woman with that child or those children. And if you don't want those responsibilities, then you need to leave that woman alone and find a woman that's single by herself without a child or children. You know what I'm saying? Stop being so much of a wimp. Discipline yourself. Learn how to keep your penis in your pants. You understand? You know what I'm saying? And stop making all these babies all over the place and having all these child support, cases against you because you don't know how to keep your penis in your pants. Another thing is, too, you're going to end up with AIDS, homie. It's going to put you in the grave. You too, sister. Oh, I just got to have it. I just got to have it. Yeah, you know that undisciplined sexual habit that you have is going to cause you to get an STD. It's going to cause you to end up having a child with a man that you barely know. Or even children in some cases. You never know how many you may have. You may have twins, triplets, quadruplets. You just never know. So you need to keep your skirt up too. You understand? And learn how to be celibate. Serve yourself up. I know the religious people, they may not agree with that, but it is what it is. I'm just going to tell you the way it is. It's better for you to do that than for you to lay down with, a dog and come up with fleas. Peace.